So, tell me one thing. Why are you here? Like in this planet Earth? What are you here for? Is there any specific purpose that you have been born in this planet Earth? Is there any specific purpose which you are required to fulfill in your life? What is that special thing that only you can do and nobody else here in this planet Earth can do? Do you ever have thinking where such questions comes into your head? Do you? Now, this if you have such thinking, then I believe you are an existential person. Means you believe in the uh, belief of existentialism. So, what is existential mindset? Or when I'm saying that you have an existential thought process, that is, if in case you always ponder on these questions, existential simply means that one is having a curiosity to understand the real and true purpose of their existence. Now, just again tell me one thing. If you are in the process of knowing the real and true purpose of your existence, if you have the belief that you have uncovered the real and true purpose of your existence, do you ever believe that you will suffer from any emotional and mental trauma if you have such kind of a mindset and thought process where you are always pondering on these existential questions, some deep questions? I believe not. A person who has an existential mindset is seen and observed, right? Through many findings that such people, they most of the time in their life, they will not suffer from any emotional mental pain or emotional mental trauma. They will be staying out of some emotional and mental illnesses, just because their mind is always positively, optimistically curious to know what is that special thing that they can do in their life, that they had been sent in this planet Earth. If you think from an existential mindset, that they have been sent on this planet Earth to fulfill. They have been born just because they are having the responsibility to fulfill something divine. They are always in the thought process of thinking about such existential things, and also at the same time trying to uncover and trying to find out the answers to such questions. Now, do you think that you are one of such existential person? And let me tell you one thing, like, there is not a particular age in which a person develops this existential thought process. I cannot say that, okay, when a person immediately, turns or attains that age of 10, he or she will start thinking on a very existential basis. Or I cannot say just when a person will attain or reach their adulthood, suppose the age of 18 or 21, they will start thinking on such existential grounds. There is no particular age in order to determine whether a person has that existential curiosity and thought process. It can happen even above after 50 years of age. It can happen even below 10 years of age. It can happen even during the 20s, during the 30s. It can happen any time. Now, I have a exercise, a kind of a cognitive exercise, which can support you, which can enable you to figure out that whether you have an existential mindset. And if you have it, or even in certain cases, it's going to just test and develop your current mindset on certain existential parameters. So I will be just discussing these questions with you. What you need to do is you need to pause the video after I after I tell a question, after I ask you the question. Pause the video, introspect for some time, think deep, think calmly for some time, and try to answer that to your own self. So I have 7 questions that is going to test and develop your existential mindset. So are you ready? Let's start. The first question: how is the public you different from the private you? The second question: what do you want people to think and say about you? Third question: is it more important to be liked by others or by your own self? Why? Fourth question: when do you compromise your integrity to keep up appearances? Fifth question: how do you want others to remember you once you are gone? Sixth question: are you pushing yourself to be someone whom you're not? If so, why? And the last question: who do you want to become? And who are you currently prepared to become? So take your own time, answer these 7 questions. During this exercise, I want you to really dig deep into your mind and try to answer in a very honest and in a very real and true way. During this exercise, don't try to get distracted and diverted from your thought process or from your focus that you are putting in your thought process. Keep your mobile either switched off or in silent mode, and don't be just it will take around 10 to 15 minutes maximum of your time, and just don't get distracted during this exercise. Once you have completed this exercise, I'm sure that you will be uncovering some very important aspects about you that might be you were earlier not aware of. So this is what I wanted to discuss and share in this exercise. An existential mindset, and just for you to test and develop whether you have an existential mindset or not. Thank you. Have a nice day.